Hi guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm looking at Virgin Galactic Holdings Space SPCE. Before we get into the chart, I'll give you a little bit of background about this company if you're not familiar. They're a space company, much like SpaceX or Blue Origin. They've actually been around since 2002, and it was started by Richard Branson, the billionaire. They're a little different than the other two companies, though. They haven't actually, started. They're not generating any revenue. They don't have any commercial flights yet. They're still in testing, and their angle is towards tourism, space tourism. You know, they have the opportunity, the ability to do other things, but that's their main focus right now. So in a way, they're in third place because they haven't launched anything yet, but they're the only ones going for this tourism angle, so they sort of have a unique angle. They're in the news because they have a big test flight, one of their final test flights coming up before they have a big launch where Richard Branson is actually going to be the first customer to do the space tourism flight in a suborbital launch. So it's going to be a big media hype. Stock's probably going to jump, and this is the last test launch before that, so it's in the news. Anyway, into the chart. We're looking at the 4-hour 180-day chart as always. Pre-corona, this was basically a $10 stock. They had this huge run-up in February. It was basically due to Reddit. Anyway, that's what happened here, and it came crashing back down. And everyone did for the crash. It hit $9 at the low. And really, it's a volatile stock. I have this trend line here, I have this channel. But honestly, the only thing you can really look at when you look at this chart is this support line here. All the rest of this is just volatility, honestly. This is the only hard support that we have right now, and there's a really good article about this. Came out on Seeking Alpha about Virgin Galactic beginning of last month, talking about how this was a good time to buy. And he was absolutely right. It's right on the support, and inevitably, it took a big jump. So, whoever wrote that article looks like a genius. But I've drawn in a dotted line here at this price target of around 2150, and I think this is sort of where we're developing our next support here. We've hit off this a couple times, bounced off it, broken through it a few times, come back always into the same support here all year, and finally jumping off again. I think this may be the time where we really start to establish this some more. This thing, it's a slow mover, and like I said, still nothing to market, no revenue, so long runway ahead. But they're meeting their milestones. Like I said, they've already been approved 27 out of 29 FAA checks in order to do commercial space flights the way that they want to do. It's been 20 years for them to get this thing done. So this company is not just starting out. It's only just becoming public. The opportunity is still very new, and that's why it's very volatile. It's still a very high risk opportunity. And again, no revenue. But we have this trend line here. It's good to see that we bounced off. We're moving in an upward direction. So I don't, it's not necessarily flat off of the support here. And like I said, I think this may be our new support. So I don't think it's a bad time to even get this now. It will have more volatility. It will drop back and bounce off, and maybe even go back and cross this 200 EMA again and come back close to the 1650 mark. But much more growth ahead, I think, in the long term. So if you pick this up now and you're holding for the long term, I think you're going to be just fine. But again, guys, that's Virgin Galactic. They do have the launch upcoming. There's no date set for it yet. but in the next few weeks, end of this month, that's the window that they're looking at. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, please leave a like. If you have any questions or comments, please comment below. And if you want to see more technical analysis stock videos like this, subscribe. Thanks, guys.